Greetings. Today I, C.R. Deepak Kumar, will talk about my model cost effective team building in soccer. My video will cover the main ingredients for my idea, which is the formation for my team, the formula which I have created, and also the analysis which I have done to choose the top set of players from my formula. The formation which I have chosen is 4-2-3-1. Basically, this formation covers the length and the breadth of the field and has been sought by most managers. This formation increases the pass fluidity between the team and therefore is one of the most famous formations used in football. The formula which I have created is the summation of skills, which you can see here in the screenshot, into the overall, which is the rating of each player, divided by the market demand of each player, which over here is the value. Since we know that the market demand of each player is a negative factor, therefore I have kept it in the denominator, while we know that the skills and the rating of each player is a positive factor, therefore we have put that in the numerator. And now the formula will give us a value which will tell us a good player who is not very expensive. Therefore, now moving on to my cluster analysis, I have chosen the K-means method for my cluster analysis and using the elbow chart to determine the K value, and I have chosen my value as 4 because from this elbow chart you can see that if I choose my value between 3 and 4, I can create clusters which will cost me very minimum finance. While if I choose more clusters, it will cost me more finance, and it is not what I intend to do with my idea. Therefore, I have chosen the value as 4. Now I have created box plots for each of these clusters, and as you can see, cluster 0 uh, has a good overall rating compared to the value which is in the x-axis and the overall which is in the y-axis. So therefore cluster 0 gives me a good rating with very minimum value of each player, while cluster 1 and 2 shows me a very low rating and a very low expense also. Therefore I'm not going to choose cluster 1 and 2. And as for cluster 3, you can see that there's a large pool of players belonging to cluster 3, and they are very expensive and their rating is also high. But for my idea, I'm going to create a cost effective team. Therefore I have to choose players who are not expensive but at the same time they are good. Therefore I have chosen cluster 0 as my method, as my main cluster. So cluster 0 has approximately 2000 players, and I'm going to choose approximately 2 players from the cluster 0 for each position, and I'm going to do this by getting the maximum value from my formula. So I've covered another factor for this idea, which is the chemistry of the team. So I'm going to choose top 10 players from for each position, and they could be belonging to the same country, club, or they could be playing in the same continent as well. So why I am doing this is because if the players are playing a similar kind of game, which means if they have belonged to the same team or the same league or the same country, they'll have a similar kind of football. So therefore the dynamic of the team will increase immensely, and therefore the team will become more stronger. Since soccer is a team game and not a one-man show, chemistry is also playing a strong factor in my idea. My idea will give you a team which is not like an ultimate team, which means it will not be unbeaten, but rather it will be a team which can give you a strong start in the division 4 kind of leagues, And therefore, once you keep on winning with this team, you will make more money, and therefore you will be able to acquire more experienced players. So therefore, this model is very efficient to create an effective soccer team. And this model will also tell you what kind of players to invest in, who are good but at the same time do not have much expenses with cost much expense. Therefore, the investors will not have to spend money extravagantly to buy one player. Thank you.